Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Students, today inshallah we will see nature and classes of shares. Okay. So shares refers to the unit in which the total share capital of the company is divided. Okay. So a share of a company is one of the unit into which the capital of the company is divided. So a capital is a fractional part of share capital. A share is a fractional part of share capital and forms the basis of ownership interest in a company. Okay. So a person who contributes money through shares are called shareholders. Okay. See, the amount of authorized capital together with the number of shares in which it is divided is stated in the memorandum of association. But the classes of shares in which the company's capital is to be divided along their respective rights and obligations, okay, which are prescribed by articles of association of the company. So as per the Company Act, a company can issue two types of shares. First is a preference share and second one is equity share. Okay. So as per the Company Act, a company can issue two types of share. One is preference share and second is equity share. Okay, this equity share is also called as ordinary share. Okay. Now we will see what is preference share. Okay, a preference share is one which carries two exclusive preferential rights over other type of shares. Okay. So according to the section 43 of Company Act 2013, a preference share is one which fulfills the conditions such as it is carried Okay, so according to the section 43 of Companies Act 2013, a preference share is one which fulfills the condition. One is it carries a preferential right to dividend to be paid either has a fixed amount payable rate of the nominal value of each share before any dividend is paid to the equity shareholders. Okay, and second is that is with respect to capital it carries or will carry. Okay, on the winding up of the company, the preferential right to the repayment of capital before anything is paid to equity shareholders. Okay, so a preference share has two special conditions. One is a preferential right with respect to the dividend declared by a company. Okay, second is preferential right when it comes to the repayment of capital in case of liquidation of the company. Okay, it means that the preference shareholder will get paid up earlier than the equity shareholders. Okay, now we will see what is equity share. So equity share is a share that is simply not a preference share. So according to section 43 of Company Act 2013, an equity share is a share which is not a preference share. So in other words, shares which do not enjoy any preferential right in the payment of dividend or repayment of capital are termed as equity or ordinary share. Okay, so the equity shareholders are entitled to share the distributable profit of the company after satisfying the dividend right of the preference shareholders. So the dividend on equity shareholder is not fixed, okay, and it may vary from year to year depending upon the amount of profit, okay, available for the distribution. Okay, so what did I say? The dividend on equity shareholder is not fixed, okay, and it may vary from year to year depending upon the amount of profit which is available for the distribution. Okay, so the equity share capital may be, or it has the following rights. One is the voting right. Second is with differential right has to voting that divided or otherwise in accordance with such rules and subject to such condition has may be prescribed. Okay, first is voting right, and second is with differential right has to voting, dividend, or otherwise in accordance with such rules and subject to such condition has may be prescribed. Okay, next we will see issue of shares. Okay, so I hope you all understood what is equity share and what is preference share. Okay, what is preference share? As I've told you, preference share is a share. A preference share is one which has the two condition, which fulfills the two condition. One is with regard to preferential right with respect to the dividend declared by a company, and second is preferential right when it comes to the repayment of capital in case of liquidity of the company. Okay, and equity share is that share which is not a preference share. Okay, that means such shareholders do not enjoy any preferential rights, and thus these shareholders are called as equity. These shareholders are called as equity shareholders. Okay, and the equity shareholders are the real owners of the company. Okay, they are the they only can enjoy equity, that is ownership in the company. Okay, next we will see issue of shares. One of the important characteristics of capital of a company is that the amount on its share can be gradually collected, or see what do you mean by issue of shares? See, it is one of the important characteristics of the company, or it is one of the important characteristics of a company. Here the capital of the company can be gradually collected in easy installments spread over a period of time depending upon its growing financial requirement. Okay, so the first installment is collected along with the application, and thus it is called as application money. Okay, so here you are seeing how are you going to issue the share. Okay, so here as I've told you, this is one of the important characteristics of the company, that is the company can collect its capital amount gradually with the easy installment, okay, which is spread over a period of time depending upon its financial requirement. Okay, so the first installment, okay, the first installment is collected along with application, and this is called as application money, and the second installment is collected on allotment of shares. Okay, and this is called as allotment money, and the remaining installment are termed as first call, second call, and so on. Okay, so the word final is suffixed to the last installment. Okay, so however, see, whenever the last installment is called, it is called as final call. It is called as final call. Okay, so we will see the procedure of issuing of shares. Okay, procedure of issuing of new shares. Okay, the important steps in the procedure of share issues are: first is issuing of prospectus. Okay, so the company first issues the prospectus to the public. Okay, prospectus is an invitation to the public that a new company has come into existence and it needs fund for doing business. Okay, so it contains complete information about the company and the manner in which the money will be collected from the prospective investors. Okay, so what is prospectus? It is an invitation to the public. Okay, it is an invitation to the public that a new company has come into existence and it needs money for doing business. Okay, and it contains all the information about the company and the manner in which money will be collected from the prospective investors. Okay, okay, second is receiving application. Okay, so when prospectus is issued to the public, prospective investor intending to subscribe the share capital of the company would make an application along with the application money and deposit the same with a scheduled bank as specified in the prospectus. Okay, so when the prospectus is issued, prospective investor can now apply for shares. Okay, So they must fill out an application and deposit the requisite amount, application money, in the scheduled bank. Okay, so this is called as a receipt of application. So the company has to get minimum subscription within 120 days from the date of issue of prospectus. So if the company fails to receive the same within the said period, the company cannot proceed for the allotment of shares, and application money should be returned within 130 days of the date of issue of prospectus. Okay, so what did I say? The minimum subscription within the minimum subscription period is 120 days. Okay, so within 120 days from the date of issue of prospectus, the company should get the minimum subscription. Okay, so if the company fails to receive the same within the said period, the company cannot proceed for the allotment of shares, and the application money should be returned, okay, within 130 days of the date of issuing of prospectus. Okay, next is allotment of shares. Okay, so if minimum subscription has been received, the company may proceed for the allotment of shares after fulfilling certain other legal formalities. Okay, so the letter of allotment are sent to those who have applied for the shares, for the applicants. Okay, and the letter of allotment are sent to those whom the share has been allotted, and the letter of regret to those to whom, or to the will be sent to those for whom the share is not allotted. Okay, the allotment is not made. So when allotment is made, it results in a valid contract. It results with a valid contract between the company and the applicants, who now becomes the shareholders of the company. Okay, so allotment of shares means I hope you all have understood. So if the company has received minimum subscription, okay, then the company will proceed for the allotment of shares, okay, after fulfilling certain legal formalities. Okay, so a letter of allotment will be sent to all those people to whom the shares are allotted, and the letter of regret will be sent to the people to whom the shares are not allotted by the company. Okay, next we will see accounting treatment. Okay, so on application, the amount of money paid with various installment represents the contribution to share capital and should ultimately be collected to it should be ultimately be transferred or credited to share capital. Okay, so all the money which is received along with the application is deposited with a scheduled bank in a separate account, okay, opened for the same purpose. Okay, so the journal entry for this will be bank account debited to share capital account. Okay, so this is the journal entry for receiving application money. Okay, that is bank account debited to share capital account. Second is on allotment. Okay, so when minimum subscription has been received and certain legal formalities on allotment of shares has been duly compiled with, the directors of the company proceed to make the allotment of share. Okay, now the directors of the company, they proceed for allotting the shares. So the allotment of shares implies a contract between the company and the applicant, who now become the allottee and assume the status of shareholders of members. Okay, now we will see what are the journal entries with regard to allotment of shares. Okay, so as I've told you, first money receiving. If you receive application money, what is journal entry? Bank account. When a company receives application money, the journal entry is bank account debited to share application account. Okay, once this application money is received, that the same amount will be transferred to share capital. So for that, the journal entry is share capital account debited, share application account debited to share capital. Okay, now for money refunded on rejected application. So if there is any application money which is rejected. Okay, and for refunding that application money, the journal entry is share application account debited to bank. Okay, because the money is going out of the company, so share application account debited to bank account. Okay, now for amount due on allotment. Okay, for allotment money due, the journal entry is share allotment account debited to share capital account. Okay. Okay, now for adjustment of excess application money. Okay, if the company has received excess application money, and if they have decided to adjust this application money with the allotment money, the journal entry is share application account debited to share allotment account. Okay, next is the journal entry for receipt of allotment money. Okay, for allotment money due, the journal entry, as I've told you, share allotment account debited to share capital. Okay, but for receiving the allotment money, the journal entry is bank account debited to share allotment account. Okay. See, sometimes what happens is combined account for share application and share allotment can be called. Okay, so the company may ask to pay application money and allotment money together by opening a bank account. In this case, the journal entry will be bank account debited to share application and share allotment. Okay, here the company is asking to pay the application money and allotment money together. So the entry is bank account debited to share application and allotment account. Okay, next, for transferring application money and allotment money to share capital, the journal entry will be, see, all this is there in page number 11. Okay, if it is not clear, the journal entry is share application account debited, share application and allotment account debited to share capital account. Okay, next, for refunding the rejected application, the journal entry is share application and allotment account debited to bank account. Okay, now on receipt of allotment money. Okay, on receipt of allotment money, the journal entry is bank account debited to share application and allotment account. Okay. Okay, next, the money will be collected after receiving application money and allotment money. Next money, as I've told you, it will be collected as call money. Okay, first call, second call, or final call. Okay, first call, second call, and so on, then final call. Okay, so when a call is made and the amount of the same is received, the journal entry will be. Okay, now when the call is made, for call made, the journal entry is share call account debited to share capital account. For example, if it is a first call, share first call account debited to share capital account. Okay, now when the call money is received, then the journal entry will be bank account debited to share call account. Okay, for example, if first call amount is received, then bank account debited to share first call account. Okay, so if second call amount is called up, then, or the second call money is due, journal entry is same, share second call account debited to share capital, and when the actual share second call money is received, bank account debited to share second call money. Okay, so this is how the journal entries are made. Okay, this is very, very simple actually. You will not get confused with this. Okay, so what we will do is, quickly we will do illustration first sum so that you don't forget. Okay, it's very easy. Okay, it's there in page number 12. Just see, Mona Earth Mover Limited decided to issue 12,000 share of rupees 100 each. Okay, now how much is the amount of share they have decided to issue? 12,000 of rupees 100. So 12,000 into 100. Okay, each payable at 30 on application. Okay, so as I've told you, this 100 rupees will not be collected lump sum. Okay, it will not be collected together, but it will be collected in installment, isn't it? So first the company is calling to pay only 30 rupees on application, then 40 on allotment. That means the company is collecting rupees 40 at the time of allotment, and 20 on first call, and balance on the second call. So 30, 40, 20. Okay, 10 rupees on the final call. Okay, because the face value of the price of the share is 100 rupees. Okay, So it is collecting 30 rupees at the time of application, then 40 rupees at the time of allotment, 20 on first call and 10 on the second call. Okay. Now here applicants were received for 13,000 share. Okay. Okay, well, how much it has issued? 12,000. But what is the actual receipt of applicant? 13,000. That means there is over subscription. Okay. The directors decided to reject application of 100 shares. Okay, now since there is over subscription, the director has decided to reject this 1,000 shares. Okay, and their applicants application money being refunded in full. Okay, so this 1,000 shares, the application money of rupees 30 is refunded to the applicants. Okay, because there is over subscription. The allotment money was duly received on all the shares, and all sum due on the calls are received except on 100 shares. Okay, now what they're telling you is allotment money, which is 20 rupees on 12,000 share, is received fully on time, and all sum due on call are received except 100 shares. That means call money they have not received on 100 shares. Okay, now what will be the journal entry? Okay, so what is the first journal entry for receiving application money? So how much is the application money they have received? They have received on 13,000 share, isn't it? So 13,000 into what is the application money? 30. So the first journal entry is for receiving application money. So the total application amount received is 13,000 into 30, isn't it? Because they have received application on 13,000 share. So the journal entry is bank account debited to share application account. So when you multiply 13,000 into 30, you get 3,90,000. Next, for transferring the application money to share capital. Okay, so they cannot see, since the issued share is only 12,000, only 12,000 shares application money will be transferred to share capital, not more than that. Okay, so share application account debited to share capital, 12,000 into application money, that is 30. So you get 3,60,000. Okay. Now the extra application money, 1,000 on 1,000 share, extra application money will be refunded. Okay. So for refunding, the journal entry is share application account debited to bank account. So 1,000 into 30. Okay, 1,000 shares are rejected. Okay, so 1,000 into 30. So journal entry is share application account debited to bank account. Next is for allotment money due. What is the journal entry for allotment money due? Share allotment account debited to share capital. So how much is the allotment money? 40. How much is the issued capital? 12,000. So 12,000 into 40. Okay, now for receiving allotment money. For receiving allotment money, what is the journal entry? Bank account debited to share allotment account. So 12,000 into 40. Next is for call money due. The journal entry for call money due is share first call account debited to share capital account. So how much is the call money? First call money is 20. So 12,000 into 20. So 12,000 into 20. So you have 2,40,000. Okay. And then they have told you when they received, they have not received call money on 100 shares, isn't it? So 100 into 20 is how much? How much do you get? How much is the call in arrears? See, they're telling you in this sum that when they received the call money, they have not received money on 100 shares. Okay, so 100 into how much is the call money? 20. So that means they have not received call money on 200. They have not received 2,000 rupees. Okay, so how much is the exact money they have received? They have received only 2,38,000. Okay, so the journal entry is bank account debited to share first call account. Okay, and next, share second and final call. How much is the share first, second and final call amount? Okay, that is 10. So share second and final call account due journal entry is share second and final call account debited to share capital account. So 12,000 into 10. But again, they have told you they have still not received 100 rupees. See, 100 shareholders have not paid the call amount. Okay, that means second and final call also 100 shareholders has not received. So 100 into 10 is 1000 rupees. Okay, so when they received the second and final call on 1000 rupees, the shareholder is not received by the company. So the journal entry is bank account debited to share second and final call 1,19,000 rupees is received. Okay, out of 1,20,000, 1,000 rupees is not received. That means 100 shareholders has not paid 10 rupees at the time of final call. Okay, so this is how the entries are passed. See, it is very simple. Your first entry is for receiving share application money, bank account debited to share capital account, and second is for transferring share application money to share capital, share application account debited to share capital. Okay, and if there is any excess application money, that will be refunded. For that, the journal entry is share application account debited to bank account. Okay, next is for allotment money due. The journal entry is share allotment account debited to share capital account. Okay, next is for allotment money received. The journal entry is when you receive, bank is debited obviously. So bank account debited to share allotment account. Next is for call money due. First call money, second call money. Okay, so first is first call money. So share first call account debited to share capital account. Second is for receiving the share first call money by the company. When they receive the journal entries, bank account debited to share first call account. Okay, second is for second call money due. Share second call account debited to share capital account. Okay. And when it is received, bank account debited to share second call account. Okay, this is how the journal entries are passed. Okay, this is the basic journal entries. Okay, I hope this much is clear, students. If you have doubt, please do contact me. Okay, Jazakallah khair.